Honey, have you guys ever wondered what kind of relationship you're in? That's the type of relationship I'm in.
Yo, you gotta know the type of relationship you're in so you can build on it.
It's so important in a relationship to be committed, supportive, and still have fun.
Yes, it is.
So honey, what do you think commitment means?
Huh? Hold on. Hey Google, what does committed means?
Here's the definition of committed. Feeling dedication and loyalty to a cause, activity, or job, wholeheartedly dedicated.
Wholeheartedly dedicated. That's me right there.
That is my husband. You guys know I have been battling lupus and kidney disease, and this man has never left my side. He has supported me through it all, even 2 pregnancies, and y'all know how we get when we're pregnant.
Being committed is very important in a relationship. So say for instance, with us, we have a 24-hour rule that we set up in our relationship.
With that 24 hours, you could be mad all you want. You could fight, you could argue, but in 24 hours, you're gonna be right on this bed talking about the situation.
Now, sometimes I try to stretch it out, but it doesn't get too far stretched out because you don't want the situation to get worse. So the earlier and the faster you could talk, the better. You don't have to use the 24-hour. I love using all my 24 hours, okay? That way you could clear your head. If you guys are in an argument, then it doesn't make sense if both people are arguing, both people are hot. There's nothing gonna be solved. So might as well you walk away from the situation and then come back and talk when you know you're clear your head, you had time to breathe, you had time to think about the situation, and maybe you were the one that was at fault, which she's most likely at fault.
Sometimes you just gotta pray it out, ladies. Just pray it out. On our vision board, we have a quote that says, successful, happy marriage.
Yeah, and we have a mission and vision statement for a marriage. So that means that we know that we could go back. Think about it like a business. When you start in a business, every big corporation, they have a mission and vision statement. And with that, when you fall off track, you can always go to that so you know the cause that you're committed to. So for us, we set up our cause. We set up why we're gonna be committed to this relationship.
So we laid the foundation right when it comes to that.
Yep.
And so the next thing is just having fun with each other.
Party!
My husband and I love to have fun.
Fun indeed. I mean, we'll go to Jamaica, we've been to Trinidad and Tobago, we've been on a few cruises.
Puerto Rico.
So I love the mofongo. So, I mean, guys, you have to go out, you have to have fun, you have to experience different culture at the same time because it's a blessing to be able to do it. And even so, we still go on different vacations in cities. We do mini stay vacations where we go to Destin or we go to Orlando, Miami. So there's different ways you could take trips. If you can't afford to go on this big trip, then there's always something you could do. Rent a hotel in your area or something, but not being in the house. Now, we love being in the house as well because Netflix and chill is the thing. You see what I'm saying? If you're doing it on a budget, but I love budget at the same time.
Dating one another is crucial in a relationship. Just taking that time to spend with each other is needed.
Especially with no kids.
Did you guys hear him?
No kids.
No kids.
That means I drop them off at grandparents' house, friend's house, neighbor house, whatever house, but no kids.
And the reason for that is because as your kids get older and they leave the house, it's just gonna be the both of you.
So you wanna make sure that you know how to spend time with each other from early.
Oh, and we know how to spend time with each other.
We know how to spend time with each other. That means that dating, like she said, is very important. So that could be a walk in the park, that could be a little picnic. You know, we like to take walks in the park, especially early in the morning. We go over what we're doing for the day, or we talk about, you know, what's coming up next week or future. We always brainstorming, so going to the park for us is good. Also, we like concerts. We like to go to concerts, shows. We like to do date nights at restaurants. This girl love her belly.
Yes, I like to eat. So if he could take me out and I could talk and I can eat, it's a wrap.
It's a 3 for 1, right?
Exactly.
Special.
And on a weekend, if we have nothing to do, we really would just sit down and Netflix and chill. We would spend hours on our couch, watching TV, and just spending that quality time together.
Yeah, I got my own spot on the couch. All right, guys, so that's all about having fun. So the next one will be support. So in a relationship, you have to support each other's dreams.
And never say no. So if your man or your woman wants to start a new business, support them. Ask them what they need help with. Don't say, no, you can't do it. You're not good enough. Why are you doing that? You don't want to crush someone's spirit.
Right. Don't put the other person down. And it's very important, we as men, to make sure that we're building up our woman. What does that look like? We have to tell them, we have to support them. And it's the same way for women. You know, you don't crush somebody if they come to you with an idea. Oh, babe, you know what? I don't think you should do that. Oh, babe, you know what? That's not for you. Oh, I don't think you can do that.
Even if you think it's not for them, you still support them. I'm always asking my husband, honey, what can I do to help you elevate?
Right. We always support each other when it comes to an idea. It may not be the greatest idea, but we always support them because you never know what can blossom from that.
And we do business together. We're not just life partners, we're partners in business. Whatever he starts is mine, and whatever I start is his.
Right. So anytime we start up a business, we always come together and we always sit down and create goals. So, okay, I like the business plan. What are you trying to accomplish? Where do you see yourself in the next 2 to 3 years with this business? So, you know, these are key things that we have to ask ourselves when we're supporting each other. You can't just put somebody down. Now, one thing I always say is you never call somebody out their name. Never. You wouldn't call your mom out their name, so why are you calling your wife out their name or your girlfriend out their name? I just think that's my philosophy. I don't know about anybody else, but I feel like if you call somebody out their name, you're already showing disrespect. You're not showing the support that you truly should show.
But another thing is that you have to create that vision together. So like I said, we're life partners. So when we do our vision board every year, we do it together. He may have one side, I may have one, and in the middle is a combination of what we both want to accomplish.
Right. And that looks like, you know, she may have her own, just like she said, I have my own, but at the same time, we have our own goals. Everybody's gonna have their own thing that they wanna accomplish. When I met her, she had her own dreams. She had her own goals, her own aspirations that didn't include me. And I had mine. But now that we're together, we're building something together. What are you trying to accomplish with that relationship? The next 2-3 years, where do you wanna be in that relationship? So again, we create spiritual goals, we create relationship goals, we create business goals, we create goals for our kids. So these are all things that we look back and say, all right, you know what, we're working towards something. If you know where you're going, then you're great. But if you don't know where you're going and you're winging it, it ain't gonna work.
Exactly, and like a lot of the old Caribbean people say, don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. Not in this house. We know what's going on at all times.
Not at all. I've seen situations where that same thing happened. The left hand don't know what the right hand is doing. What that means, the husband don't know what the wife is doing or vice versa. Just like the boyfriend don't know what the girlfriend doing, vice versa. And you're living in a house, you think that somebody's paying bills, and then you get an eviction notice. You see sheriffs come at your doorstep and you're getting evicted and you're wondering what's going on. And that means that the next person that you were relying on because you guys didn't want to sit down together, they didn't pay the bills. And now you're stuck in a place where you're seeing yourself getting evicted. And that doesn't have to go only for that, but there's different situations out there. So you always have to come together, do your finances, do your goals together.
Yeah.
You know, everything I say you should do together. Now, you have your free time, just like you go out, you enjoy yourself with your girls' night, your guys' night, all that stuff. But you still have to support each other. You still say, listen, you know what, I understand you need your girl time. Go out and have fun, babe. You know, you support each other at the same time.
So the goal of this video is to sit down, evaluate your relationship, and see where you are, and if there's any improvements to be made.
Make sure that you're having fun together. Make sure you're supporting each other when it comes to your dreams, your goals, ideas. Don't just shut them down. And make sure that you're committed to whatever you guys are going towards. Whatever goal you have, whatever you have as far as a relationship, make sure you're committed to that person, doing the best that you can, and make sure you're making them happy at the same time.
Alright, so if you guys like that video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Alright guys, we'll see you on the next video.
So
I was going first.
Look. Come on.
I forgot. In a relationship, you have to support one another. In a relationship, you have to support one another's dreams. No?
You gotta start it over.
Okay.
'Cause I'm like, yo.
I don't even know if that whole thing is gonna even if we should even start over.